All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Money Making Monday. At that, welcome. So, I am super excited because y'all, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but this is the last market analysis for 2024. And it's been a really good year for us trading in 2024. So hopefully it's been the same for you. I would really hope that it's been the same for you and you have experienced a lot of growth. You have made some profit, of course. And of course, you're continuing to move forward in your trading journey. So whether you're sticking with Forex or you're going to move over to something else, no matter what it is you're doing, I really, really hope that in 2024, a couple of things you have gotten from me in attending these market analysis every Sunday and then transition towards the end on Mondays. Something I really hope that you got from me is to stay disciplined. That's number one. Stay patient. That's number two. And number three is to stick to your plan. Whatever your plan is, make the adjustments as you see fit. But overall, the goal is to stick to your plan. Let your plan work. You know what I'm saying? And then you should be able to see the results consistently. All right. And remember also, the fourth thing I really hope that you got from this is we don't have to take every single trade. There have been weeks that we have only looked at one thing, which was gold, because gold was like every single week, right? But hopefully those things you got from attending this live market analysis every week. During this year when we started back in, I think I started keeping track of what we were looking at. I want to say it was March. I'm gonna do a little research to see because I want to say that I started in March, and then I could go back and give like kind of like a recap of what each month, like the record was for each month. I'm gonna have to look. I don't remember. I might find it. I might. If not, it's all good. Y'all, you're gonna see the record anyway. So let's get to it. We're gonna go into what we are here for, and that is for the Forex market analysis. Y'all, before we get into looking at anything, y'all already know the drill. Got to do the disclaimer, y'all. Remember that trading and investing in any market can contain substantial risk and is not suited for every individual. Every trader and investor learns and performs differently. That's why our results will never be the same, okay? There is a potential for a trader and investor to lose all or more than their initial investment due to numerous factors. Therefore, it is suggested that each trader and investor only invest money that can be lost without jeopardizing their financial security and or lifestyle. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a licensed trader. I do not partner with the CFTC, nothing of that nature, y'all. I am a student, just like the majority of you that is tuning in, either live or the replay. Remember, y'all, as a student, I am only sharing information based off of my personal experience with trading, the wins, the lessons, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the indifferent. I'm sharing those things in hopes to help you to make a more informed decision, okay? So the expectation is that as I share this information on this particular live stream and on this YouTube channel, that every single person that watches this, do your own research. It is your responsibility to dig into what I shared with you and then make an informed decision on how you want to proceed forward. Okay, whether that's continuing to move forward with something that I analyze, or you know what, that's not for me right now because it's a little too risky for me, or whatever it may be. So please, y'all, do your own research. I cannot stress that enough. Friendly reminder too that all traders and investors that utilize any strategies discussed, services and products that may be shown will do so at your own risk. Okay, y'all, past profits do not guarantee future results. Although I want you to be far more successful than me and any person that has taught me, I understand that every one of us learns different. We process information different and we perform different. Okay, so friendly reminder again, this information is being provided for educational purposes only. All right, so we got that part out the way. Quick review, y'all. Last week we looked at gold as always. We looked at Bitcoin and also USDJPY. Every single one of those trades went into the direction or hit our profit areas that we established on the analysis live last week. So that means, y'all, this month, for the month of December 2024, we are officially 5-0. So if God willing, this week we close out undefeated, that would mean we will have 2 undefeated months in a row. That would be super dope. I haven't had 2 undefeated months in a row in, I don't know, I know it's definitely been a year, but I want to say it's been about maybe a year and a half, 2 years. I want to say close to it, if not, that I've had 2 undefeated months in a row. Like I've had it and then I took a lesson or 2 and then it got back to undefeated, but I haven't had 2 undefeated months in a row. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And that's only if God allows. But I got to say this, y'all, although I'm sharing that right now because of the analysis specifically, right? That is an undefeated month. That doesn't mean that that happens all the time. Okay, it's not going to happen all the time. We had a really rough trading month in, I think it was July, I believe. That month, I want to say, I want to say it was 2 trades, 2 or 3 trades that was lost, but like it was like a 63% win percentage or whatever, which is not bad because you could still end in profit. But it was just the point, taking 2 lessons, 2 or 3 lessons in a month. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, okay, we got to bounce back. And then the next month, I want to say August, it was 12-1, or I think we only lost 1 trade following that. So that was much better for me. So yeah, so that's our last week. And then I just want you guys to see this for the year so far. Okay, this is our last week, so I will be tallying that up, whatever happens this week from what we do. But this year so far, we're talking about 75 wins, 7 losses for the year so far, y'all. And I gotta say this, and I put it on here so you can read along. But I'm sharing these results not because that means that every single trader took every trade on this live market analysis and that all of them earned these results in 2024. No, that's not why I'm putting this out there. I'm sharing this because I want everyone to see what is possible when we exercise patience, when we exercise discipline, and we follow our trading plan. And I said this in the beginning. These are things that I really hope that you have learned in participating and watching this market analysis, whether you watch it live or the replay. I really want you all to get that you don't have to take every trade to maintain profit as a trader. There are a few things outside of what I mentioned that you have to make sure that you pay attention to, and that's risk management. Okay? You don't get to a certain level of success in trading, meaning like you're consistent. Yeah, I don't care if you ended each week with $10, $20, $30 of profit. You ending in profit every single week is a success. The dollar amount doesn't matter. As long as you're ending the week, each week in profit, that is a success. You end the year in profit, that is success. Please, y'all, like seriously, stop. I would hope that you're looking at, hey, I see that I've gained in profit 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever. Look at it as percentage gained in profit versus the dollar amount. I'm telling you that percentage is going to feel better than if you are seeing the dollar amount maybe a little small. That dollar amount doesn't matter. The percentage from the account balance that you started with, that percentage is what matters. Okay, so that, and then also the other thing I really hope that you got from attending these live market analysis is risk to reward. This is something that I harp on every single week. I definitely talk about this in my teachings when I'm teaching people during the boot camp, day trading one-on-one, even the Forex starter kit, like everything that I do pertaining to trading and investing, I tell people there is risk involved with this, and we want to make sure that the risk is more in our favor. Like we're comfortable with the risk, but also we're looking to leverage that risk to where we're gaining way more than what we're putting into the market. So that's another thing, y'all. Risk to reward, meaning I want to put $50 into the market, but I want to double my money. I want to triple my money. So if I'm putting $50 in the market, I want to at least see a minimum profit of $100. If I see 150 or 200 or 250, whatever, that's great. That's absolutely amazing. At the bare minimum, though, $100. I don't want to go less than that. These are things that I'm hoping, and prayerfully you have gained from attending these sessions. Okay. So that is our recap for the year. Now, I do want to go into some of our biggest movers, y'all. So some of the biggest movers for last week is, again, mainstay. USDJPY, GBPJPY, those are still our mainstays on here. We're looking at well over 300 pips that they both have moved to the upside. And if you didn't notice it, and I wrote it down or typed it on here, in the last week, the Forex market experienced a lot of buying with all the currencies that have been paired with the Japanese yen. So I was doing a little digging to see like why was the yen so low, but I wasn't getting a real deal answer. So I'm more than likely going to do a little more reading because I really want to make sure that I understand like what happened, and what could potentially happen this week, because I do plan, if everything lines up appropriately and how I intended according to my strategy and whatnot, or what would tell me to enter the trade. I want to know if there's a possibility for me to continue with buying USDJPY, this week. And so I don't trade GBP JPY, but I do trade USDJPY. Right now, I'm doing it, just kind of getting refamiliar with the currency and just studying it and whatnot, because 2025 is when I'll be going all in trading USDJPY. So I want to just get a better understanding of it. And then the other things that I noticed, I did calculate like NAS and all that stuff, but US 30 out, it had the bigger number, you know what I'm saying? That was the biggest mover out of our indices. So US 30 went down 900 pips, okay, 907. That was the biggest move in a while for US 30, which is actually, well, I wouldn't say it's surprising. I mean, I would say it is definitely due, so but US 30 did go down. So, and it filled a couple of areas that I was looking for when trading, and that's called the imbalance. There were multiple imbalances, or a couple of imbalances, I should say. And so US 30 filled both of those within a week. And I'm like, man, y'all was moving. So, and then also Bitcoin, it moved down more than it went up in price. And I'm talking about last week. I'm not talking about this week, y'all, because I know Bitcoin made a new all-time high this week, actually today. But last week it went down over 5,000 pips. And so, and then it also, after that sale, it went up it went up over 2,000. I can't remember the exact number because I did look at it and calculate it, but it was over 2,000 pips. It did go up after that sale. And now, of course, as you all know, Bitcoin has made another all-time high. So for those of us that trade Bitcoin, but also people invest, some of you that are investing, you're very excited. Some of us that are trading as well as investing, we're like, okay, so we're looking for the sale for the trade. we're excited on the buying whole side, like, yes, the value is going up. But also as a trader, I'm like, all right, now I need a bit of a pullback so I can get back into the trade with Bitcoin. So I haven't been able to trade it last week I didn't get to put any trades in with Bitcoin, but I did do USDJPY and I did gold as well. So I'm looking forward to USDJPY this week, Bitcoin this week, and possibly NAS 100 this week. I will not be trading gold because gold has been moving a bit different for me. And I already know I'm getting close to my cutoff. So for me personally, this is why this is going to be the last market analysis, y'all, because I have learned in my years of trading, going on 6 years actually this is December, so hey, six years. I don't remember the day, y'all, that I started, but I do remember it had to been December. So 6 years actually this month since I've been trading, and yeah, I will say I'm noticing that the closer you get to Christmas, it's like you need to let it go because the liquidity slows down in the market, meaning new money coming into the market, or an abundance of money coming into the market. It starts to slow down because people have sold their positions. They're getting their balance sheets, and everything is getting put into order. And so we just want to make sure that we take heed, meaning myself, and I tell people, consider making sure that you keep track of like when you notice the market starts to shift, and it may be time for you to either stop trading altogether or change up the way that you're trading. So instead of me going into scalping mode, I just say, you know what, I've had a really great trading year. I'm going to just stop trading by December 20th, which is Friday. That will be my last trading day for 2024. So yeah, so that is it though. That's something else I want to share with you guys as well when talking about the biggest movers. Okay. So that's what we look like. And really quick, I know I talked about this last week. I just want you all, if you want to, let me remove my picture. There you go. You can take a screenshot of this. If you wasn't on here last week, take a screenshot of this. I know that Bitcoin had made a new all-time high, y'all, but I want to just remind every single one of you that is watching this right now. This is more so for my investors. Traders, yes, you'll understand, but for my investors, if you're investing in Bitcoin, historically, okay, Bitcoin has created its all-time highs in the month of November and December. That is it. January is when you typically will see that the market starts to sell. It may start to slow down and consolidate a bit, and then it may even push back up, but it doesn't quite go back to the all-time high. And then that's when you start to begin seeing the bear market, okay, for Bitcoin specifically. Historically, except for this last cycle, after Bitcoin's run is over, then you will see the alternative coins start to pick up. And then we start to see those buying, and you'll start to see double-digit days on gains. Next year, y'all, you may start to see me trading Ethereum a bit more because it's going to be easier to trade when the market is buying versus I wouldn't even say that. I would just say I definitely probably switch to trading Ethereum, you know what I'm saying? And that way y'all can see the difference in how Bitcoin moves versus Ethereum moves in a bullish market when everyone is buying and the market is moving up, okay? So I may do that next year. We'll just see. But this is something, if y'all took a screenshot, great. If you didn't, please take your screenshot now. Thank you to everybody. I got to say this again, y'all. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in live, replay. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. If you're liking what you're hearing so far, hit the thumbs up here on YouTube, like or heart on Facebook. All right. Put your city, put your state, put your country in the chat so that way I can shout you out. And then, of course, see where everybody is tuning in from, whether you're watching live or the replay. And as always, y'all, share. There is someone else out here that is looking for this information. I may be the person for them. I may not be the person for them. But the only way for them to know that is for them to be exposed to me. So I would appreciate it very much so if you would share this live stream. And even if you're watching a replay, you can share the replay. Okay. and let that person decide, that trader, that investor decide if they want to hear this information or not. Okay, so that is it for Bitcoin. Hopefully y'all took y'all screenshot and you're good to go. So now, y'all, we're gonna go into our markups. Markups. All right, so let's get it. Oops, I didn't press the right button. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, hold on 1 second. I hope y'all doing good. Hey, let me know how your trading year has gone, because this is our last session. So let me know how your trading year has gone. Let me know. Okay. Bam. There we go. So we should only be seeing my screen. You should be seeing USDJPY. Hopefully that's what you're seeing. Okay. So let's get it. I have to put this up here so that way I can see. So yeah, so share, y'all, because it's time. We're gonna get into the charts right now. So let's do it. All right. So this morning, I did already mark up USDJPY. I updated this because I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe because it was super early in the morning. I don't know. But why is this not moving? Oh, there you go. Okay. But I don't know. Maybe it was because it was like early in the morning. But oh no, what just happened? Did it just delete my thing? I did by accident. Oh no. No. There we go. Okay. So yeah, but I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't have this one earlier today. But I ended up adding a profit area. So if the US dollar was to remain strong, right, or was to gain some strength, then we could see a buy. So if you're like, I don't know how to see that, and you're on Trading View, you can always go to DXY. So you can type in here. You can type in DXY, right? This is what I have, US currency index. Okay. You can select that, save that, and add it to your watch list, because I always keep that on here. And then you can see like, what is the dollar doing? So if the dollar is going down, then that means that the strength isn't there at the moment. It doesn't mean that the US dollar is horrible or whatever. It just means right now it's not as strong as it has been, right? So it was higher here on the 13th. So, price is going down a little bit. Okay. This is a high. This is where price is at. This is lower than this low over here. Okay. So that tells us that, hey, listen, the dollar is not as strong. So that means for us, if in my case, I'm looking to trade USD JPY, I want to see that the dollar index starts to go back up. When it doesn't go up, I'm not going to see the buy. I'm going to see a sell. Okay. And that's what's happening right now. So the US dollar is not strong. So that's why USDJPY right now is having a bit of a sell. So if the strength was to remain, if the US dollar was to remain a bit weaker right now than the yen, okay, and the yen was to pick up more strength, then that means that I would see a massive sell, and I will be looking for price to break below this previous week high here. Okay. And as you can see, I'm anticipating if the US dollar remains weak and the yen picks up strength, that I will be anticipating price breaking this week high here, pull up, do a little retracement. Y'all, it doesn't have to actually come back up here, as long as it just does a bit of a retracement and then form a new bearish candlestick pattern, which is what I trade, candlestick patterns. Form a new bearish candlestick pattern that confirms below this previous week low here, and then come down. Okay. This is a take profit one because of course I'm looking for price to break down. Ooh, that's a lot. Child. I gotta make an adjustment. Wait a minute, y'all. See what I'm saying? Like this morning, I don't know what was going on with me. That's too much. USDJPY not about to do that in 24 hours. No, no, no. No, no, no. I don't know why Amy Winehouse just popped up in my head. My bad, y'all. But yeah, so even that is still a lot. But that's all I'm seeing. Let me see. Let me go back some. Give me a second, y'all. And let me see if there is another area that's not super close. But yeah, I don't really see. Okay, so this is 50, but that's only one. Well, nope, that's two. Okay, so there's a potential for price to come here. So I'm gonna change this to oh, there we go. Okay, did they touch it? Okay, so let me look back some more and then it's not really that much. Like it's one or two, but it's not like a big deal. But I'm pretty sure. So we got price came down, broke it, sat here, came up here again. So that has more activity than this one, but there is a possibility. Okay, so it's a touch over here as well for this one. And then, yeah, so one or two of these. Let me see what the difference is, y'all. Give me a second and see what the difference is. So from here to here is roughly 52. That's 86. Yeah, that's a long way to go from that previous week high. So I'm definitely going to keep this one. And then let me see what the pip count is in between the two. I'm making the adjustments, y'all. So 31. Yeah. Okay. So from that one, and now I'm going to do from this one to here. And that's a 47, 48 pip. Okay. So I'm going to switch this up. I think because I don't know. It was early. It was early, y'all. I'm just going to blame it on that. How about that? It was early in the morning. I'm about to make some adjustments. And then I got to send this adjustment to the community. All right, and now let me adjust this. So this will be TP3 instead. And now this is a large gap. So I'm gonna move this up, and that's gonna be it, y'all. So I see 1, 2. What about up here? No. This is better because it came down but closed up above to hit, touch. It was resistance here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 4. And then 5 is going to... Oh, shoot. I said 4. My bad, y'all. All right, if this is making sense, let me know, though. If you're confused, don't hesitate, okay? Let me know. Let me know if you're confused. If you're like, Leona, I don't understand what you're doing. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I feel like this is better because there was a bit of resistance. It kind of came above, but it ended up pushing down. support, and then support again, and it hasn't come back. So yeah, so I'm gonna make this 5, and then that's it. I'm not gonna do more than that. All right. If you have any questions, y'all feel free to type it in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. And if you're watching a replay, y'all, it's fine. Okay, you can still type. All right, so now let me do this. And if you want to do a screenshot, let me fix this. If you want to do a screenshot, you can. I'm just making it a bit bigger so you can see. Okay, so I move my cursor out the way. There you go. You can take a screenshot. Give you a second to take that screenshot. If you have any questions, though, feel free to drop it in the chat. And remember, y'all, you do not have to take the setups exactly how I have it, because we all trade differently. We use different strategies. Some of you may scalp. So you may look at USDJPY like, oh man, I'm looking for a really great scalping opportunity. I'm a day trader, so I'm looking for trades that have a setup of at least 30 pips or greater. Okay. 30 pips or greater. Because to me, if you're doing less than 30 pips, you might be in the scalping arena. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do what you do what's comfortable for you. But for me, as a day trader, I'm looking for something that's more than 30 pips. And that's where I'm at. And that has a potential to give me that in a day's time, a trading day, right? A trading day. So not just any day, y'all, because y'all know trading days are different. All right, so hopefully y'all got y'all screenshot. Again, you can use these as a guide if you want to. I'm waiting. If price does push down, I'm waiting for it to close below here. But I want to see a bit of a retracement, like a pullback up. It doesn't have to come all the way up here, y'all. Again, it could just come up and then form a new bearish candlestick pattern. So I want to see sales again. And then once it confirms that pattern, bam, I'm taking it to the downside, okay? So that's that. Y'all, please, when y'all are taking any trades, especially for my day traders and swing traders, y'all make sure that your setups are a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio at a bare minimum. You get anything above 1 to 2, great, okay? That's outstanding. But at a bare minimum, y'all, me personally, I always tell people your bare minimum should be 1 to 2. Okay, $50 for 100, 100 for 200. All right, that's the bare minimum. Please don't go under that. All right, and I've said that multiple times, and you all know why. If you don't know why, go back and watch the series where I did the blueprint for success with trading, with FOREX trading. Like seriously, y'all, that should help clear up stuff, especially when it comes to risk management. Okay, so the next one I did USDJPY. Let me save. Now let's go to gold. Go to gold. So this is what I have. I marked this up earlier today. Like I said, like I did with USDJPY, I did the same thing with gold. So if you're like, Leona, what's with all the lines and the boxes and so on and so forth? I use the fib, and I also identify imbalances in the market. And I know I have a video for imbalances, y'all. If you, I would say, I can't remember where it's at, but I believe you could probably search it on YouTube on my channel. Imbalance here. Okay, I show you guys how I identify an imbalance in the market. As a matter of fact, let me do it now. So like, let's say I'm going to use gold as an example right here. Okay, so you see how you have this big body candle. Okay, so this can be considered like an impulsive move to the downside, because this big body candle happened in one time. Okay, which is, this is a 1 hour time frame. So this happened within 1 hour. So the candle before that is going to start our box in us identifying where the imbalance is, right? The candle following the impulsive move, which is going to be this one, we're going to use this to help us to close our box. So an example is, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pull up the rectangle. Okay, cool. So since I've identified this is my impulsive move, the candle before that for this sale, the candle before that, I'm going to use the bottom. So however low it went, that's going to start my box for the imbalance, right? So I'm going to click here. And then the third candle, the candle following the impulsive move, which is this candle here is where I want to use the high of it to identify or to help me with closing my my box for the imbalance. I'm attempting to get this on here right. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to just drag this over. So this is a small imbalance, but that just means that there's a gap, okay? And price typically fills that gap. Now, when it does it, we don't know. How fast it's going to do it, we don't know. But we do know that price typically fills an imbalance that happens in the market. So in this case, as you can see, this is a very small gap imbalance, right? But the market has already filled that. Actually, it filled it within this hour. Price had come up some. Let me move this. Actually, let me make this a bit bigger. Oh no, it did it the last hour too. So you should be able to see it. So it filled it here and then it did it again. Okay. So what that tells me is when the market has filled it, there is a possibility, if it does not continue to buy, there's a possibility for it to act like a form of, I would say probably like a form of resistance, right? Because price could sell. Now, am I saying that it's going to go into this massive sell momentum? No, but the price could pull back, go down into a sell for a bit, and then figure out what the next move is going to be. All right, that could happen. And then there are cases where I've seen it where price just blows straight through it. Like it feels the imbalance and it just keep going. Okay, so either way, so that's the color, this orangish brownish color. That's what I have for the imbalance. All right, so I'm gonna delete that so that way y'all don't get confused. All right, so when you see that up here, that's what this represents. And I identify this imbalance on the 4 hour, and I put the date so that way I know how far back I spotted this imbalance. So this is from last month towards the end of November, and it was spotted on the 4 hour. Okay, so the expectation is if price does start to buy and goes onto this massive buy, and it passes this golden zone from the field, it passes this and come up here, then I could see price come all the way back up to this previous day high. Okay, there's a possibility. But again, there's no guarantee with anything that we do as a trader. So the only thing we could do is just use the edges that we have and practice patience, discipline, and following our trader plan. That's what we're going to do, okay? And practice risk management. All right, so this is from this morning. What I'm anticipating is if price does buy, since it filled that little slight imbalance that I showed you guys, what I would be expecting is price to hit here and possibly, there's 3 things it could do. Y'all ready? Okay. Number 1, it could hit here and then push back down and go into a massive sell. Okay. That's number 1. That's what could happen. It could hit here, not even go up anymore. It could hit here like it did here. Okay. And then go into a massive sell or just go into a sell. Okay. Number 2, it could come in here and then start to consolidate. Okay. And then make a decision to either go to the upside or downside. That's the second option. I don't like that because y'all know I want to be in and out of the trade within that trading day. Okay. So this is another reason why I move the way that I move when I trade. The third possibility is that price could come in here and just keep going to the upside. Okay. Those are the 3 things that could happen when you see that there is a golden zone marked identified. In this case, I did it for the sell. That is our, if you're wondering like, what is the golden zone, Leona? If you use the Fibonacci, the 50% and 61.8%, both of those are back to back. This is typically where price could retrace, meaning if it was buying at the time, and in this case, this is marked for a sale, then price could push back down. If it's selling at the time, but I have the fib marked for a buy, then it could go down and then push back up and go back into the original buy that it was doing. Okay, so that's what could happen here. Those are your three things. Everybody got it. One, it could come here at the bottom of this golden zone and push back down, okay, like it did here. All right. Two, it could come in here and then just move sideways, okay, and then eventually make a decision to either go to the upside or downside. Okay, that happens a lot, so don't be surprised. Three, it could come in here and just keep going to the upside. Okay, so this is why I use this. If there was enough space, this would be like a take profit one, but because when I marked this initially, this would be like my price would have to break and close above the bottom of this golden zone in order for me to take a buy, right? But this would normally be, if it was enough space to give me a risk to reward of 1 to 2, this would be the bottom of this would be my take profit one. The top of this, unless there's something in between, the top of it would be my take profit two. Okay, and that's what I did here. That's what this take profit two is. It's the top of this golden zone. Okay, and then the take profit three is in between. It's imbalance because there is a lot of touches in the past. So I wasn't like, I'm not gonna just wait until it comes up here to its previous day high. Nope, there are areas in between in this imbalance here where price has been a lot, and so I wanted to use that as a potential area for potential profit. Okay, and then I have my sales. All right, so any questions on gold? Anyone wondering like why I have this marked the way that I have it marked, or does this make sense? Let me know before I move on to Bitcoin, and then you can take a screenshot too. So let me move this down some so you can take your screenshot. That might be better. So hopefully you understand. You remember this is the imbalance, this box, and then this red one is for our golden zone that I marked for a sale. And I do my fib markups. I do that on a 4-hour time frame because I trade on a 1 hour. Okay. So hopefully you got your screenshot. If you got your screenshot, awesome. Okay. I don't know why this is looking like that. Okay, so it should be good. All right, cool. So now that y'all have that, let's move on to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has made a new all-time high today. It went to 107, almost 108. This is on Bitfinex, so it depends on what broker you're using. It may have hit 108. But Bitfinex, it shows 107.5. Okay, so I'm going to remove this because this is no longer going to be my area for break and close for the sale because Bitcoin has made a new all-time high. Again, I marked this up this morning. I marked up 4 things this morning. And so now I will be looking for, at this point, I will be looking for Bitcoin to break this previous, actually, no, because even if I do this, that's not going to be that much. Yeah, like that's not a lot. And then, okay, so I'm going to use this previous week high. I would prefer that to use this as my break and close for sale. All right. That's the only way I would consider selling it. And then right here, I just want to see if we have anything else. Oops, bring this down some. If we have anything else to say yes, like we could see prices being here. So don't really have much. So let me see how much this is from here. So we're looking at 1,500 pips roughly, almost 1,500 pips. So that's a good one. And then I'm pretty sure there's going to be another one. So I'm just adjusting because of how the market has switched up on us. Okay, it's doing what it does. I'm not seeing maybe this. That's a couple of touch. 1, 2, 3, and then it did that, and then I'm gonna do one more, and hopefully, let's see. No, well that's close. We got 1, 2. This was resistance, and then it's almost support. It came down below, but then it came up. And then it was a form of, let me move this up some. What is going on? Move. That's better. Okay, that's better. Because I could see it better now. Support, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So it was a resistance back here and then turn into support. All right, cool. So now I'm going to have to switch this up a little bit. I do tend to lean more towards seeing Bitcoin retrace a bit, and the reason for that, y'all, is because there is a lot of false breakouts that happen with crypto, specifically Bitcoin, and I don't like getting caught up in that. Real talk, I don't like getting caught up in that. So this is why I look for it. And I will tell you though, there are times where the trade will take off without you. I would rather it take off without me than I get stuck in a false breakout and then I lose my money. Okay, I would much rather it take off without me than getting stuck in a false breakout and then I lose my money. Okay, because I get to have my money in my account and I get to trade the next day. So there's that, or trade something else that day. So no stress. All right, so now I have this updated. Boom, bam. All right, so this is the update for Bitcoin. So we're looking at potentially like 1,000 pips or so, and then in between we're looking at 806. And y'all remember the reason why this is so much is because the spreads for Bitcoin are ridiculously high. So if you're new to trading, please don't trade Bitcoin. If you've been trading for a long time, if you've been consistent with other things in the FOREX market, indices and whatnot, then yes, you can consider this. So this is 990 roughly. And then 467. Okay. So if I were you, my stop loss would definitely be above this previous week high here. Okay, wherever you want to put it, just as long as your risk to reward is 1 to 2 at a bare minimum. Okay, if you can get a 1 to 3, awesome, but at a bare minimum, it needs to be 1 to 2. So your stop loss could be above here, and that's only for the sale. If you do the buy, let's say price comes down here and forms this bullish movement or whatever you're looking for with your trading strategy, if that forms here and it does not break and close below here and keep going in the sale, and you start to see that buy momentum pick up, your stop loss should be below this previous. Let me rephrase that. I would put my stop loss below this previous week high. Okay. Got it? That's what I would do. All right. And I just want to put this out there, y'all. I do use the EMA when I trade crypto specifically. I look at the 50 EMA. And so this is telling me that there is no sale happening. You know, like there's no massive sale. that's happening. Yeah, I know price is pulling down, but listen, my candlesticks are above this EMA. So there's a potential for this to just pull back and then go back into its buy. All right, and create a new all-time high, or at least go back to the all-time high. That's what I would be looking for. I would be looking for price to come down here, not close below, and then form a new bullish candlestick pattern. Prayerfully, don't take off on me, and then I can go and take it to at least this all-time high that just happened today, and I can get my bag. Okay, that's what I would be looking for. But so stop loss will go below here for a buy. If it does sell, stop loss will go above here for the sale. Okay. And I want to see a risk to reward ratio of at least 1 to 2. No matter which direction I'm looking, buy or sell, doesn't matter. I want to see there's a potential for a risk to reward of at least 1 to 2. Okay. That's with Bitcoin. The same thing with gold. I want to see at least a risk to reward of 1 to 2. Let me take the EMA off of this. Okay. I want to see a potential risk to reward of 1 to 2. And the same thing for USDJPY. Okay. So last thing, I'm going to just show y'all. I'm not counting this because NAS has been making these all-time highs, y'all, and I ain't been able to get not one trade. I have not been able to get one trade in with NAS 100 because it's like it just goes and I miss it. Every time I miss it, man, I'm like, dog, you know what I'm saying? So I was waiting on it to feel this imbalance back here. Look, bam, bam, 2 back to back. I was waiting on it to feel this imbalance, and I'm like, it didn't even happen. It came down, but then it went back up, created a new all-time high. Then it came down. This is like a very, very small imbalance. It filled that, and then it went and created another all-time high. So it's like, man, listen, I need you to sell. I mean, shout out to the people who invest in it heavily in tech and everything. So y'all investors, I know y'all are happy because your investment should be, depending on when you purchase, your investment should be up right now. But still, I'm sitting here like, man, I want to be able to put a trade in with NAS, but I haven't been able to do it because it's just creating these all-time highs. And if I don't have any data to go off of to tell me where it could potentially go next, I don't take the trade. Okay, that's just me. So this is kind of like a bonus, y'all. I'm not going to count this because I already know it's already back up here close to this all-time high. There's not enough room for me to make money and for me to get a risk to reward of 1 to 2. So that's why I'm not even going to do it. Okay. And like I said, there's no data for me personally to tell me where the potential next area that NAS 100 could go to and turn around. I don't have that data because this is an all-time high. So I don't take the trade. Okay. The only thing I'll be looking for is something telling me, hey, NAS is really selling. The sale momentum is there. That's the only way I'll be able to take it, y'all. I'm not taking a buy for NAS 100, period. And remember what I said, this is my last week trading for 2024. So whatever happens this week, that's it. I'm wrapping up the year and then I'm moving on and preparing for 2025, okay? Which I've already started doing my prep for that. But, you know, that's what I'll be doing. I'm not going to do any more trading. So if you have not established what you're going to do when you're going to cut off trading or switch up your trading style, if you're a day trade like me and you say, hey, I want to just scalp more because the liquidity isn't there like it was earlier in the year, and you want to be in and out of the market faster so that way you don't get caught up. I get it. I understand. That's a fine strategy if you're really great at scalping. If you're not great at scalping and you're just winging it, then I suggest that you do that in your demo account. See how that works out for you. Get the results of your demo account. And then that tells you, okay, next year, when there's low liquidity in the market, that's when I implement my scalping strategy. But you need to get the results in your demo account first to tell you to do that before you go doing that strategy or that style of trading in your live account. Okay. So hopefully everyone got the screenshots. I showed you guys USDJPY. I showed you Bitcoin, and I showed you gold. Okay. And NAS 100 is a bonus. I'm just showing you all what I would look for with NAS 100 and why I would not take this for a buy. Okay. So hopefully that helps. If it did, let me know. And also, if this just in general has helped you, let me know by sharing, and also commenting what you learned. Okay. So that is it. That is all. We have done our part. I want to make sure every single person who wants to see if Forex trading is for them, but you don't want to spend a bag on it. Okay. Use the Forex Starter Kit, y'all. There's 4 modules of trading. I'm giving you the basics when it comes to trading. You will have homework assignments in there. So it's things that you're going to need to research on your own. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Like, I don't plan on doing teaching in this capacity forever. All right. So use the tools that are available to you to help you to get a better understanding. You can go to ChatGPT, y'all. Use the free version, okay? And within the homework that I give you, you're going to be tasked to research certain things, okay? Use ChatGPT to help you to get the answer to those things that I'm telling you in this starter kit to research, because you need to just find out if this is something that you really want to do. Okay. Something that I have found is there are a lot of people who want to trade, or at least they feel they want to trade, but they don't realize how much continuous work it takes to do. And so, they sit it down and then they never pick it back up. And then they're like, oh man, I wasted thousands of dollars, or I blew so many accounts and whatnot. But it's because trading in any capacity, any market, it takes time, and it's a lifelong learning process. Okay, you never stop learning. All right, so let me take myself off of here. So you get quizzes after each module. You do get reading materials, so you do get suggestions on some things to read to help you as a beginner. And then, of course, at the end of the day, you're going to get a certificate of completion because you completed the whole process. Okay, and by that time, once you finish, you should know, or at least have an idea, if you want to continue with trading or at least learning the skill. All right. That's why it's so low in price, because this is to help you to get started with Forex trading. And then you'll be able to go and get more information. There will be things added to this starter kit, because I feel like as a beginner, there are other things that I want to share with people. And then hopefully this helps you with really getting your trading journey jump started in a smoother manner than it was for me. Okay, so that's it. This is really for my people who are super busy, because it's self-paced. Okay, and the price right now is $29.99. I may keep it here, I don't know, but as of right now, that price is going to end December 31st, 2024. Okay, so I just really want people to test out, see if Forex trading is for you, and then go from there. All right, and then again, you can scan this QR code, because that price as of today, unless God tells me otherwise, the price will remain here until December 31st, 2024. Okay, so that is it. I want to make sure you all know next live market analysis isn't until 2025. Okay, so we're talking about the first Monday of 2025 is when we will be back on YouTube with new information, new slides, all kind of stuff, and with fresh energy, ready to jumpstart the year, so that way we can get our trade on together. Okay, so mark your calendars. Make sure that a few days out, you do another reminder, and then set your alarm. So you can join me 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, January 6th, 2025. That is our next live market analysis. Okay, so again, y'all, scan the QR code if you want to get started with the Forex Starter Kit. This is really great for beginners, especially for my people who are super busy, parents, working multiple jobs. If you're in the military, you can do this at your own pace, okay? And it doesn't cost you more than, let's say, a Chick-fil-A run. If you go to Starbucks like myself, it's a Starbucks run, okay? So go ahead and pick that up by scanning the QR code. All right. So that's it. That's all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful week. And I will see you in 2025 for the next Forex Live Market Analysis. That's it. That's all. Share, share, share. Like, hit the thumbs up here. Subscribe to this channel if you find the information valuable. And hit that notification bell so you know the next time that I am live. That's it. And then I'll see y'all 2025 if you don't see me again.